Well, welcome everybody to part 2 of episode 1 of the Trojan War, The Oath. We've split this one in half because we had a lot to talk about with our amazing housing block, and this is just a brutally hard colony. So you might notice some differences. This might look a little bit different to the last part. I've really tried to avoid doing this in this LP because, you know, the magic is watching the city unfold. However, there are differences because I actually replayed the episode. I've rebuilt the city because basically here's what went through my mind. Oh my god, we've spent loads of money. We've got all those helping hands. We've had all these weird issues. We spent thousands on those sheep, only for them all to die to the wolves and trying that trick out. Just obscene amounts of money. And I thought, okay, I could just rebuild the city to how it was without wasting all the money on the sheep. So that's what I did. I thought we'd be earlier in the timeline. I thought we would have saved a lot more. I don't know whether we really have in the end. So it's basically the same month now in game as when we were for the last episode, April 1237 BC. I don't actually know what the exact date was, but we just had a new pop-up here. Okay, so festival at Mycenae. Dear friend Potatoes, I'm turning to you to ask. So they're starting to ask for help now. I'll turn to you. I, Agamemnon of Mycenae, am planning a festival. It's so weird knowing who that actor is in the show now. The movie. For the great god Zeus, who has saved my city from disaster. So I'd like to show Zeus just how thankful I am by throwing the biggest festival ever. You know, the movie's really cool. They're even talking about the gods and offerings to the gods, like in terms of what animals and stuff. It's so weird. You know, and in timeline-wise, this game could have influenced the script of the movie. You never know. So anyway, they've asked for that. They've asked for the food, and the food's actually easy. We've been given so many gifts of our own, and we have fishing and stuff. So I can do that. So we'll go to overview, requests, dispatch the goods, yeah, and we can do that straight away, so that's not a problem. So back to the town, you may notice some slight differences. First of all, there's not a palace here. So I thought, why did we spend all that money? Now, I almost edited a section in, I didn't. The reason we spent so much money is because we put Boulevard down straight away. Having Boulevard on a first episode is a luxury, but it's also an expensive one, and this mission is all about having no money. So when we put that down, that's how we went immediately into debt. So I thought, okay, I'll be clever. I'm not planning on putting Boulevard on the very end. So I'll just have those houses. And I won't put the palace here and waste that space. I'll have these houses here as well. And we won't Boulevard everywhere. But people started having appeal issues and stuff anyway. So I ended up relenting and Boulevarding this flank here. So we've got about the same amount of houses here. They're split across different parts of the 8. Don't worry, I'm sure by this episode we'll be fine. Now, these guys are not evolving. They're not happy at all because of all the industry and stuff nearby, which could be problems later. But hey, back in the bonus episode, we did very well with all that stuff, so hey. So where is the palace? Well, I just do the palace over here near the trading stuff because I figured, hey, that's efficient. We don't waste a maintenance post on it. We already were going to have one down anyway. I've just sold the wood again. I've got this spare bay here, not 2 bays. In fact, we could get rid of the trading post to Sparta now unless we expect a little bit more wood to come in. But I mean, the expense of setting up was the thing. So the other thing is, I've actually moved the housing block a bit. Because I was watching on the footage, right? We were here before, and I was like, oh, we could put it further up. We could get it in that corner. And I'll tell you guys, it was really difficult to get it up this far. I needed space for a road if I ever wanted to use this industry right at the top. So that cost us a little bit of space. Here, there's this rock, so we've actually lost a house to a rock now. The whole block was shifted so much further south. Last time, this rock was not a thing. This theatre juts out, and it had to be just right. Also, if I rotate the camera, what can you see behind these guys' house? What's in this back garden? It's a boar. Yeah, that's a hunting ground. And what's amazing is I have a hunting post here. The guys will actually wander around behind all this stuff. Behind the theatre, they're a wild boar. It's a really weird, difficult place to get to. The road behind the theatre is incredibly, subtle. Like, it's there, and, you know, they don't need a road to do it. But they can actually make it there, and they can kill the boar that are behind the people's houses. If I go further up, which, you know, it looks like we could have, first of all, this coast starts coming in, which is bad. But if I even go one further up, we can't put the theatre down because the breeding ground for the boar is like one of these tiles. So this is incredibly tight here. You know, and I honestly reloaded like 4 times trying to get this perfectly because sometimes the rock was like half a house and then it messed things up. So anyway, so we're as far up as we can go. we might be able to put a trading pier or something here so it feels busy and there's fun stuff happening. Having fishermen all the way along this coast, though, means that we are actually hitting fish way up here on this northwestern node that otherwise we never would have before, and that's quite nice to me because we're actually fishing on 2 separate places now. We're fishing on that node, and then we're also fishing on this node. The distances are just huge on this map. This is a cool thing about this game, that you just look at big maps and you think, oh, that's fun, but it has a massive impact on goods in the early game. So the other thing is fleece, right? So because we're slightly further north, it's made this even more of an issue with getting the fleece over. So I have the accepting bay here, but they've got a hell of a trek. They've really got a long way to go. They'll get 8 at once. I've watched them doing it, but oh boy, it's tricky. I got this bronze on this bay accidentally from a gift, and I've put it to empty. I'm worried that the cart workers that are trying to empty that bronze will do that job instead of the fleece at some point, which will be very bad. We don't actually have a connection to these bays here. Actually, I think if I tell these guys to get the bronze, they'll do that job instead. So there we go, we fixed that. But yeah, it's brutal. I spent so much money. I tried really hard. We didn't waste money on sheep. And still, I've had so many helping hands. I've really tried. We gave the wine away and everything just like normal. Now, the other difference here is up here. So, the last of the episode had a teaser of, oh, how can we fix the wolves? What I was going to do is just put carding sheds or some kind of building alongside, and they would act as a wall. And so I thought, okay, well, I tried that, right? And basically, what really led to me rebuilding the city here was I was watching closely. I sped through a bunch of months. Like, someone's going to ask us for sculpture in a minute, minor spoilers, and I know that because I sped through a bunch of months watching desperately our setup with the loads of sheep stacked inside the thing. And it wasn't really working. I don't know. I guess maybe there's a way it works. For me, that trick wasn't working out here, and it's so expensive, and I'm worried that if a wolf bites one, like, tile, and it happens to have 20 sheep on it, I'm worried it's killing all 20 sheep. I mean, I haven't verified that, but it feels like our stock went down quick. So, I don't know, maybe the sheep need to move through the meadow in order to build their fleece or something, because even this now, so I've gone with 4 carding sheds here. Sorry, 3. And even this feels still a bit slow. But it could just be because I'm hyper-fixating on all of this, because every month matters right now, and I'm trying to not go into debt. So we will see how this goes. They did at least bring a bit of fleece down, but I want to see this bay gets a bunch more fleece before the existing supply down there runs out. If they all devolve in a minute, then it's going to be so frustrating and make me feel like I shouldn't have recorded any of this. We should figure this out. So yeah, we'll see. Now, the cool thing I've done, though, is there is a wall. So here's my theory. I've built a wall of columns. There is an entrance. It's very sneaky. It's between these 2 carding sheds with some grapevine there. It's a real shame that you can't twist the orientation of grapevine, because I'd rotate that 90 degrees so it looks like a proper gate. But yeah, we essentially have a gatehouse there with that vine. It's cool, right? And then I'm thinking, well, the wolves can't... So this looks like a gap. It's not, okay? It's like, you know, when you play Minecraft, you build a portal to the nether and you just skip the corners, but it still counts. That counts as closed off. So if the wolves want to get in, they have to go all the way around, or they'll go the shortest route, which is up here. And I've watched this happen. When they go up this road, I've put some watch posts down. So these guards are supposed to protect the sheep. And I feel like that should work, but until a minute ago, I only had 1 watch post here. I feel like that should work, but the guy dies every time. And then I was thinking, okay, so the wolf's killed a man. Surely he's eaten now. He doesn't need to eat sheep. He's got man flesh to eat. Well, oh, by the way, and check this out. If we go to industry here, look at what they call the meat prey, they call it. They really didn't have to do that. Anyway, I would have thought the wolf would be satisfied with the kill, but it's still not. It will still run in and it will still slaughter sheep. So I have had to replace some, and I've just put a second watch post down. So we got 2 guys. And I'm hoping this is one of those things, you know, where it's like he doesn't have just enough damage per second to kill the wolf before he runs out of health. But with 2 guys, they can get the job done. The wolf will die. It will save the guard's life. I'm hoping he then regenerates his hit points over time in the background. And then by the time the next wolf comes along, we're fine. But I've seen like 2-3 wolves attacking at once as well. But this is the idea. I want them to run a gauntlet to get in. If all of this fails, we do have another choice, which involves the palace, Once, we already have some rabble, right? So I can grab one of these rabble flags. And we can actually put rabble here or even on the field with the wolves. And we can get those rabble to... It's a huge amount of employment, basically. But they will kill the wolves for us, or they'll at least throw stones at them and keep them away, contribute a bit more. So I'm spending employment either on the watch posts or on the rabble. There is a distinction there, and it's a mechanic we haven't seen. But if you forever... Actually, we kind of did see it. Last time we saw the Hydra at that marsh, at like Silver Tier Lake or whatever. It's not Silver Tier Lake. This isn't Final Fantasy XIV. But wherever, you know, that lake. We'll get like a popularity malice. They'll be like, man, all this fighting, all this extended conscription, this is upsetting us. And people won't want to move in and stuff because it's cruel to tell people to live their lives throwing rocks at wolves. But I want to protect the sheep, you know? So anyway, so we got no money almost. Now the wine, I really loved the setup we had with the wine earlier. I thought it looked so cool. But every penny has to count right now. So I've contributed to the wall. So you can either do columns, right? But a column is 24 each tile. A building will actually cover a lot of that. And also get another function out of it. So I'm double dipping here. We're building the wall out of usable buildings. We'll change things later. That's fine. So the industry does work. This accepts both fleece and grapes. And then the wineries will grab the grapes straight away, and they'll take it to the pier once it's wine. This whole, like, flow of goods thing, it's still fine from the previous episode. I've also noticed, by the way, that actually Miletos and Ethiopia buy wine. They really like wine over here. They don't seem to have it. So, in terms of earning money, exporting wine, this is very good for us. Because they both buy huge... Well, okay, one of them buys 24... The other one buys 12, which is a good amount, but he buys 24 olive oil as well, so that's our goal right now. Get positive on the money. That's everything, really. Oh, but the wineries aren't doing anything yet. When I saw the meat prey thing, look, I said industry shut down, so I've told them to halt winemaking. You've halted winemaking. I'm keeping the buildings down. I'm not removing the buildings. It costs money to put them down. But we won't have anyone working there until we have employment overhead and until the first harvest of grapes comes in, frankly. Which will be, what, 6 months from now or something? Impression's own guide for this mission actually does suggest to do something like this. It actually says to just build shit tons of grapes up first, and then to start making them in a big batch later, but we're going to do it this way. There's also so many boar here. I don't think the boar roam out and attack the sheep. If this was accurate to real life, I think the boar would be causing hell. Boar should probably have a chance to savage a building and ruin a building. Makes me think of that episode of Lost where, like, Sawyer's tent gets wrecked by a boar and he's convinced it's possessed or something. Masine regards us more highly because I gave them their food. So, yeah, alright. So, that's the story of where we are. Was it really a good idea? Did we save much time now that I've had to re-explain everything? The other awkward thing here that I really don't like about the town is having culture buildings just randomly near our industry or whatever to feed this theatre, but he's on his way to feed it. Yeah, and last time we had the whole evolution-devolution spike. I mean, it's better to just reload, I think, and just redo it and not have these weird hiccups straight away. So here we are. We've given people fleece. We'll give them the culture. They're going to evolve fairly well straight away, and we can start taxing them heavily. Then with a bit of money... I mean, should we finish this bit of the 8? It's an investment, but ultimately the tax will be good for us. I mean, until those grapes are ready to harvest. Like, and I'm scared of going over with the population if the fleece is still not coming in. Here, oh, was that a wolf moving in there? No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I thought I saw one just there for a second, but no. Oh yeah, I did. Did they get it? Oh, I think they got it! I think they killed it! Okay, 2 watch posts. Oh my god, did you notice that? There's a whole animation where the fleece falls on the floor as he's getting sheared when you view it from another angle. That's so cool. Look at that. Alright, so hopefully this is working. I did have the maximum number of sheep in there. We will replenish them. And later, you know, I'd like to expand their pen. But I love this as well. I'd love to have an entrance to the pen on this flank as well, or the northern one. But I couldn't really think of an easy way to move the buildings and get everything set up because, I mean, we basically, the fun right now is is not going crazy, splurging, and spending all the money. The fun right now is being very careful and very frugal. Doing the bare minimum and hoping works. Speaking of the bare minimum, okay, what I want is 8 fleece. Whenever this delivery comes in, I want that to be enough for our entire housing block. And I want these guys to produce more than 8 so that we're slowly in a surplus. The surplus will be stability for us, and the surplus eventually will be, we can sell. We can get cold hard cash from it. Of course, all of these problems, the bridge, the wolves, everything, I don't think any of them would be issues if we had used this southern meadow. I mean, look at this meadow. Look at all of this. And there's no animals there. Now, your ways up the mountain are a little bit more limited, but look, they're here. Could have put a housing block here, which I'm guessing will be elites now. But this is definitely the normal, don't be crazy sort of way of playing it. But hey, we have boar in our backyard. And we've used a cool corner of the map that I think most people won't be able to use very much of. And I like that a lot. And we're getting the fish up there. Yeah, food is like golden. We're totally full on it. We can't even export it. So I might shut down some fisheries. But I'm not really sure how much. We're going to start running out quick once these guys evolved more. So yeah. All right, now check this out. Argos needs sculpture. Dearest Potato First, I have a favour to ask. One of my sanctuaries has collapsed into a heap. And, I have some trivia for you guys about that as well. And I need 4 pieces of sculpture to rebuild it. Please send me the sculpture within 9 months so the gods do not take offence. Well, he's worded that very well. And I know what you're thinking, WP, you can't do anything about that. Well, the one thing I'm wondering is, does one of our friends produce sculpture? No, Kaime, a rival, does. Like, that's just an impossible request. We can't do anything about that, I'm sorry. Like, if we have a friend... This is like, you know, you got that one friend that's always asking for stuff, and then they end up owing someone money, so they go to the other friend to give them the money to give to the original friend. A plot in a lot of sitcoms. So, like, these guys are not evolving because of appeal. All right, I think we just do it, guys. We earned the tiniest bit of money in tax there, so screw it. Right, I'm going to boulevard all the way down. Look at that, 450. See, the thing is, we didn't actually save that much money. And then some avenue. And now all you. And all you. And I'm pretty sure these guys want parks and stuff in their back gardens. Which we can give them. See, I want to put fisheries there, though. I don't know. Oh my god, another helping hand. So we do still have a little bit of space, I think. So we got a helping hand from Lemnos there. These guys probably want appeal. So let's... Well, not probably. Definitely. We can see that they do. Let's give them... Let's do park for now, because I think I will put column there as well at some point. Checking the appeal rating here. Look at this. Very unappealing. Nobody wants to live near those fish. I mean, look at this. I'm trying my best to offset it. All these fisheries may have to go eventually. And we'll push the path right out along the shore. And then they have like beachfront views or something. We'll be hunting at that point. We'll be producing wheat. Poseidon can't go up there anyway, so this is going to be the main fishing sector eventually anyway. And I like that idea. I like that idea of goods that move, change as we move along. So that's a lot more mouths to feed. That's a lot more fleece needed, but we seem to be okay with fleece right now. They are holding 166 and distributing it. There's 8 in there. I don't know what that multiplies into in terms of actual units for the actual houses. Like I said, that's a little bit weird. These guys need culture. I guess the theatre guys. So the final tricky thing about the mechanics going on here is the culture. So the infirmary and the water fountain are perfectly set up to be able to service both parts of the figure of 8. The culture workers are a bit weird with how they move in the first place. But you see how we've got the theatre is kind of leaning towards this side, and the gym is leaning towards this side. We also have the podium leaning towards this side. I think this is to help. We actually need separate pieces, basically. So, with all of that said, unemployed 24 people. What I'm basically getting around to is let's give them their college. Because these guys may be into philosophy, and these guys may be into theatre. And that's a cool little story all on its own there. I love storytelling that comes out of games like this. That's my favourite thing about Stellaris, to be honest. It's just a bunch of mechanics get put together, and all of a sudden you have, like, as long as it's modded properly. I mean, Vanilla's okay as well. I did do a Let's Play on Vanilla once, but It had serious problems with the game at the time. I remember I had a comment about that. Basically, I was loving it, but I realized that the vanilla game was broken, and we were going to have like 50 episodes of just incredibly sluggish, terrible war content. So I realized I had to end it. So, you know, I got through the end of the LP as best I could while still trying to honor the game in a way. And I remember someone said, oh, this was fun until WP clearly stopped enjoying himself. And it wasn't that. I did enjoy it. I knew that it was going to be bad and it had to end. So next time I go back to that game, I want it to be modded properly. All right, Argos, I'm sorry. The sculpture, I don't know. I can't help you. Let's just keep stammering away here. Yeah, look. Just putting that little bit of boulevard there has managed to fully evolve these guys. That's crazy. Yeah, they are stuffed with fish, but don't worry. These people will be eating, and soon. All right, so let's see. Unemployed, 47. Now, let's keep on top of all of this, shall we? One way in which we could try to keep on top of it. Look, there's a wolf in there right now. Is that a wolf? Yeah. See, so we will try the rabble technique as well, or put more watch posts down. Or we could, like, I would like to roadblock it. Wait, did he manage to sneak out through there? Oh my god, I blinked. But did he manage to? Is that actually a gap for the wolf? How did he get out? Did he even get out? Did he die? I think he might have snuck through. Right, well, it doesn't hurt. There's no harm in us trying to connect it. There you go. This is connected on both sides now. Yeah, wow, watching that back, he did sneak through. That's quite illuminating. That's crazy. Because they're both solid buildings. Like, the art makes it look like they're a gap, but is there really? So, hold on. Are certain NPCs able to sneak through any diagonal like this? Oh, it's a shame our walkers can't go through those. That would be very handy. This, again, by the way, is a really good example of all the weird shit in this game that I love. Just so many obscure mechanics. So, how many more sheep do I spend all 900 drachma figuring out how many sheep we can replace? I think I'm going to have to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at this. Oh, my God, they've eaten like 7 of them. So yeah, let's put our rabble out here, since they were unemployed anyway. And oh, this is really grim, isn't it? We're taking the unemployed, and we're making them do this. And we're going to say special tactics, which should be the very kite-heavy technique of moving around on the open field. And we'll put it there. Now, what other unemployment do we have? 22 people. Well, I want to do more wine and more grapes, I think. So let's get more growing lodges along here. Now, I don't see grapes on all of those. So there you go. The wall is complete now. So if these wolves want to get in, they've got to come all the way down here. There's plenty of time for these watchtower guys to get there. You know, we could put the rabble in here as well, so they fight with the watchpost guys. That would be pretty cool. They're on their way. Fierce warriors fighting against the wolves. This is nice. No sooner than in the bonus episode where I was talking about cool wolf mechanics. We actually have them here. Okay, so there's grapes built up. So let's turn on our industry again now. How many of you guys were sitting there wondering if I'll remember that I did that? I'm telling you, that stockpiling issue was not my fault. I don't know when it was clicked. Good. Employees needed. That means we hit 0. There should be so many people moving in. Yeah, 400 people moving in. Whoa! The 8 is growing. Now, excuse me, olive oil's another thing. So, if we're going to be selling wine to Miletos and to Ethiopia, and Ethiopia also buys olive oil, I think that's a really good sign that we should make olive oil up here as well. So, appear to Ethiopia. And let's wrap that around. You should be able to still make the whole thing. And so, olive oil. Right. How do we want to do this? Up near the boar, maybe? See, the unfortunate thing about how I've set this up is... Well, whatever. We're just going to put them out here, and people will deal. I did leave this road around here, specifically so that I could get out. So we'll roadblock that there. Now, and they'll need their own maintenance for this area. Well, let's pull this up. And let's say olive trees. Now, these are growers' lodges as well. I don't know how our different growers' lodges are going to prioritize the different things. We could do that circle thing that I wanted, which was 1, 2, 3. And they'll, like, look in on the trees. Oh. Olive trees like this. So there you go. So they got an orchard. And they'll have maintenance. Oh, no, I didn't mean to cut you off. And then they'll have maintenance up here, not the very end of the road, because you never know what we might want to expand into later. So they will grow those. This can also accept olives then, I guess. With one storehouse for all of this, we want to be damn sure that we're getting everything right. And then olives can be getting pressed along here as well. So this is like mixed industry. I like this. So 4 presses, 3 growers lodges, immediate exportation of the lot of it. Minus 900 drachma, but we're finally good. Oh, here we go. Look, wolf. They're fighting it. A helping hand from Milotos, thank you. He knows that we're helping set up their trade. Okay, look. Did they kill the wolf? They did! They got the wolf! The rabble wasn't even necessary there. And that was 2 of them fighting it. Excellent. Protect them sheep. And we could even do, like, columns on this as well. This is kind of the beginnings of how you can have really nice-looking agriculture setups, you know, instead of just crazy trees and shit everywhere. Who would play like that? I don't know. Certainly not me. I wonder if you could use a tree as a gate. That would probably look way prettier to use a tree as a gate. Well, I know, okay. The grapevine would look really good as a gate on the north, on the south east or the northwest flanks. But on the other flanks, it would definitely look better to have a tree as a gate, which is kind of what we have here. We might not even really... Oh, and we do need the gate to keep the animals in. Should we try it? What if it doesn't work, though? Well, I think technically it's the same goddamn thing, so here we go. I keep going to beautification for these. Obviously, I think that natural things are pretty, right, guys? So we break that. As soon as it goes away, we put a tree down. And now we're going to have to watch that closely. Deadline missed. I am distraught, Potatoes. I'm sorry, Diomedes of Argos. I'm sure you helped us. The sanctuary is still in shambles, all because you haven't sent me the 4 pieces of sculpture I need. If you send the items now, we can resume construction and finish our project. Do you know what, dude? I'm just getting started here. You know, this is like when you've got that friend that doesn't understand how the real world works, and they're like, "Ooh, just give me all of my gold. I gave you a little bit of money. I want you to..." Not everyone has the same means in life, bro. Get away from me. Oh, I've made myself angry. All right, there you go. So, the tree seems to be working. That's cool, isn't it? We could have actually... It's hard to tell if I put it in the wrong spot. No, I didn't put it in the wrong spot. That's it. I don't see any animals leaving, and I'm pretty sure they'd want to leave if they could. So cool. And look, she's growing from it straight away there as well. Right, nice. So the wine is being made. Oh, why are you taking grapes back? Because... I guess because the building's filled up. I love all these vases stacked up on the bottom left of the art here. This actually reminds me of in Guild Wars, the character creator for Mesmer, with all the like tinctures and potions and things. Okay, well, he'll just put those back there. Now, are we still on top of the fleece? Because I'll build another... I mean, we could do a whole other bay there. If the problem is that they need more meadow to move around on, I mean, why don't we do one there? With more sheep? How's our money? We could try it. Alright, let's see this here. So, the way I built this... Well, first of all, we can put this right up against the road. Since all those grapes are fully tended to now. So that can go up against that road. And to keep it even, we can go up there. So that's still a nice, perfect square. Now, wolves will go through this. So we need Doric column, 185 drachma worth. And then we need... So the final bit of road entrance is there. So Doric column, Doric column. Let's make it slightly bigger for these ones. And like so. And then we will have some grapevine as an entrance there for them. And we will put down a couple more carding sheds. They could go on that road, or they could come down here.
I am Poseidon. Worship me, and the sea will befriend you.
I think they'll come down here, so we'll delete these here, so we can get 2 more carding sheds. with another 16 sheep in here. Yeah, and we're really far away from the cheese now. There's nothing cheesy about this. There we go, minus 19 drachma. That's pretty good. So Poseidon just visited. Actually, that's the first time he's visited this time, I think. Which is interesting. Oh, I changed the mythology messages back to give me an actual pop-up. Because I've realised, you guys might have noticed if you've watched a lot of my stuff, I really don't like pop-ups. Oh, what if the wolves go around the other way now? And then we have no one to defend them. I really don't like big audio pop-ups, but I've noticed it's okay in this game because the whole thing freezes anyway. And I realised in that last episode it was coming back. I was getting aggravated with the audio cutting in really loudly. Festival Ithaca, they want olive oil. Should we just make everyone angry with us and decline everything? No, I will do what I can. I will always do what I can, I promise. So I'll take that away. You can take that away. And we'll distribute olive oil to the people later, I think. Yeah, look, we are building up fleece. This is good. This is a good sign so far. This guy is still not happy with his appeal. We could give him our first population monument. Actually, both of them are unhappy. I'm going to go just the one now. Parks along the back. There we go. Alright, they're all fully above. So, that is, for our purposes so far, one half of it done. Though we've lost... Oh, there's this guy as well here. Though we've lost a house to the rock. I got to be honest, guys. I'm really disappointed in losing that half to that house to that rock. Because the whole point of this is to have, like, an obscene number of houses. But, I mean, we are going to have an obscene number of houses, like, on the one agora. It's going to be crazy. Cash for a boulevard, and then get all these houses in, maybe? Oh, my God. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't have space here. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, dear. Right, well, we can boulevard to there and grab that. Then he just lives there, he just lives there, he can come back out, and he can come back out. And what we'll do... Don't despawn, please. There you go. What we'll do is we'll find another way through that for appeal. What they'll have is, you know, like a gazebo or something in the back. And by the way, yeah, look at this. I noticed this. In Recreation, we don't have gazebos. They gave us fish ponds. They gave us hedge mazes and benches. I like to think that there's a story here that, like, these out-of-touch elite guys that have just decided to, oh, I'm just going to build a city. They don't, like, get what the cheaper or better things are. They just like benches, hedge mazes, and fish ponds. So that's it. That's all that they're willing to put in the city. And I like to think that as they grow older and wisen up to the world, I've messed up it. So, I put these benches here because they needed it earlier. And I thought to myself, well, how is this saving us money if I have to put benches down that I'm going to replace later? But hey, okay. And then boulevard along here. Houses. Ooh. Okay, and we're going to stop for now. We're going to stop again. Because, again... Oh, and this is really cool here. Look, we can put avenue on that one last piece. Which is allowed to exist because it's next to a bit of boulevard there. With a house that tags on right that corner there. Yeah, I'm going to stop before we do this last flank and these houses here. And the reason for that, first, the immigrants are using that, which is nice. Oh, Lemnos, you want fleece? Okay, you can have it. Salamis needs wine. Oh, this is Ajax of Salamis. He was mentioned at the start, right? I don't actually know if a character with that name is in Troy. Right, well, whatever. Yeah, I'm going to hold off because I'm just nervous. We seem to have plenty of fish. If I see that we're still fully rammed, stockpiled with fish, even once this thing's set up, everyone waiting for olive oil, I might break a couple of these. But one thing at a time. 11 workers needed. We're going to get onto Poseidon. We've got to start making some money here. There you go. The first bits of wine are coming out. Nice. We get to see where the boats come from here as well now. There's some fish there. And I'm going to do this. Because it's just begging for it, isn't it? Look, we have a bit of employment. We have the road set up. We have the maintenance set up. It's a node that no one will otherwise be fishing. You can't put another building there. There's every reason under the sun to build that and put that there. Okay, grapes. The balance with grapes seems good right now. Olive trees are coming in. The harvest... So, what I think is really interesting as well is the harvest is a different time of year for the grapevine versus the olive trees. So I don't know whether this really works, but it might be that a grower's lodge can like service both in the like slump months, if they exist. They can go do the olive trees, and then once the olive trees are done, they can go do the wine stuff. I mean, how cool would that be? Plague has broken out in the city. Make sure your citizens have enough food to eat and have access to healers, otherwise you may face this horrible fate again. So, something I didn't tell you, technically, about this design... Oh my god. That looks awful, though. Apparently, maybe we just got really unlucky. I don't know, though. It's supposed to be stable. Oh my god. Oh, what? We have a forced walker setup happening. Do we? Oh, we do. Okay, alright, I'll finish one thought at a time. First, I believe there is one corner, it can be any of the corners, just sometimes, I believe, that can get a little bit unhealthy sometimes, but it's never enough to cause plague or any real issues. So there is a slight, once it's fully all set up, some of them get a little bit sick and then it's fine again. So you'll get the message saying, hygiene is near perfect and rising regularly, okay? That's what I thought this was, but this is not this. This is that our infirmary is not working at all because he's leaving here and then he's going in there because the granary up here, that's true north for him. That's unbelievable. Okay, well, we can shift it in and fix that, thankfully. Because, to be honest, there are a great many, space constraints that we're under here. Now, I want that granary as close as possible. I could shift it over. And you're thinking, I know what you're thinking, you could shift it over. It would take the true north spot, so we'd never have that issue again. And they would just come here and they'd go back. But I've been observing this. When she goes to get food, she just unnecessarily walks all the way around here anyway. She just always goes down. So it actually doesn't do anything for us to move the granary. We also would lose the food in the meantime, which I'm not scared of, since there's billions of guys with fish waiting to refill. We could resupply a new granary instantly. See here, where she just went to collect that? She'll do that anyway. So yeah, everybody lost their health because the forced walker situation. Accidental. Like, you really need to know about that. I believe the next game... Impressions did a lot, like, with Walker AI and how randomness works and stuff in the next one. I think that they removed it completely in the next one. Even if you're not trying to take advantage of it, you need to know about it. I think they thought that the whole thing was unintended. So this was infected for 1 month. Look at this. I like all this messaging here. They're happy with the city. They forage the land for food. Do they now? Why are you and you alone super devolved? Because you're really infected, I guess? Oh, man. Well, let me guess. The healer's going to come down here, down the south now. He's going to go the complete wrong way. I need him to go north. Come on, good sir. Don't you do the south route. I don't want all of these devolving due to plague. Oh, this is a very chill episode, isn't it? We're going very slow and steady here. Now, we may have blocked off entrance to these boar now that these houses are in. There's a ramp there as well that we're never going to use. That's a real shame. Unless I remove this bench, and now there is route round to the boar again. That's funny. They're cut off from Greece. They should despawn game, but because they're technically different, they won't.
I am Poseidon. Worship me, and the sea will be friendly.
Actually, this doesn't look right to me. Why is there space for a path out there? That doesn't look right, does it? Well, do you know what? If we're going to do that, if we're going to have a path out, if we put it at the ramp... Hold on, before all these guys move in... And again, this is really odd to me. Why did he just leave because he wasn't happy with the road, maybe? We can shift that guy back even. And then that guy there. Do we have a road out of the block? We do! That's cool. I'm really happy with that. So there we go, that's another little house that we've lost. But, you know, this whole time I've been looking at this and thinking, I'm not happy with the, Oh, is that Boulevard I'm trying to place? When I should be trying to place Avenue? No, it's just being... It's just being annoying. There we go. Well, let's put the roadblock in first. Maybe that has something to do with it. Okay, let's delete the boulevard. Let's put the avenue on. Oh, I see. It's because there was avenue on the other side, and what we want is boulevard for all of it now. Okay, there you go. Nice. All right, that's good. That's very clean. So cool. So now people can come in through that ramp, and we're using the ramp. Honestly, a second ago when I saw that, I thought to myself, oh, that's a real shame. But look, it's not a shame anymore. Oh, but the boar guys, once again, they can't get through. Well, whatever. Those boar, they'll just live there forever now. That's just a weird, special, strange part of the town where the boar will live. Okay. Money. Every time I think about money, I look up and I just want it to be looking good. You know, I just want it to be okay. So he's moving in. So any more animals giving us trouble? I don't think they are. Okay. So let's play this forwards. And olives are coming in. Festival at Sparta for the wine. I don't have any wine. You know, I'm working at lightning speed here. Honestly, we've been playing, like, the playback has been slow. Like, I haven't super speeded it or anything. But in terms of getting stuff set up as early as I feasibly can, I've done it. I have done it. All right, let's see here. I know we've all been wanting to see it. Let's see what happens if we send the rabble over to the wolves. Salamis needs wine. Okay, well, I will sell you wine, but not much else. So here, look, they will fight. And they will kite. And they'll kill wolves. They're actually fine. The wolves aren't even fighting back. I don't know if we get a popularity hit from this. So there you go. So they're done. They're not technically conscripted. They're not dying or anything, right? So are they going to get mad? So here's a way of dealing with the wolves. And this is kind of cool, but at the same time, it's kind of sad. Because what about our cool setup with the walls and the watch post and all of that? Looks like we're getting ahead of the fleece. Looks like olives we're ahead of as well. So let's create... it would have been so good if I could fit 2 in. So we'll do... And we're gonna want to start thinking about... Well, we'll put 1 there. And 1 there. Okay. We're going to start, when we want to expand a lot, we're going to want to pull a road out, probably. Sparta thinks less of us. Yeah. I know, guys. One day, though. One day we'll be on top of things. And hopefully the hatchet will be buried. So there you go. Oh my god, that was so much money selling that there. Yes! That was a lot of money, and look, it turned to July, and all the fleece just appeared on these guys, but not those ones up there. That's interesting. Maybe we need a couple more card... No. We have... The nice thing about carding sheds and sheep is the ratio is set up for you already. 1 building to 8 sheep. I assume then it's the growers' lodges are like 1 for 1, maybe. Again, for as long as I see all the grapes are here, I'm going to keep building grapevine. And I'm going to keep trying to do it in an aesthetic, apparently. So, let's get another couple of rows of grapevine there. Oh, this is good. Okay, finally. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you what. When in this game, when you have money in your pocket and when you have unemployed to play with, that is the greatest goddamn feeling. Okay, oh, do you know what I've just realised? I've really cocked up here as well. That, in truth, I wanted Poseidon here, but we've made this like a culture area for the housing block. But, now that we have this road, the culture area could be here, and the palace is already here. Not that I was really committed to the palace being there, but I suppose it's okay anyway. I'll just go higher and higher pitch. These wolves here, by the way, just chilling out. Okay, we're going to move the culture to up here, and we're going to have a culture district. Which is not something we needed to spend money on, but it's what we're going to do. So, oh, and I've wanted to do for a while, I've wanted to do Palace alongside the stadium for a while. So, the stadium is 1 too long. But what if... Have you noticed with this game, right, when you've got like a small building that you're trying to place and it overlaps, it will tell me here which red squares are in, which bits are in conflict, exactly which bits. Those 2 squares, that 1 square is in conflict, you know, all 4 of them are in conflict. But if you get a big building, and this is true for like stadiums as well, this is a subtle weird thing. If a single one's in conflict, you don't get to know anymore, so it's much harder to line the big things up. But I'm pretty sure that's in line with the palace. So if we did this, then that gives us, that's a 4x4, not a 3x3. But with a road in front, we could have something like that. That might look quite good. Okay, so the palace. Oh, if we demolish the palace, the flag goes away. I don't really know what happens to the rabble there. So the palace is going to go here, along the road, I get. Yeah, well, we want space, probably for beauty, and probably a little bit more space for a wall, perhaps. So the palace will go there. Oh, there's this cliff here. Well, we'll make do. And then the stadium will go like this. No, look, this just looks better, doesn't it? The stadium alongside the road like that. And the stadium is one further out. But behind it, we can have the college. And behind that, we can have a drama school. That's such a shame. Oh, that would have looked so good. Do we move it all in one? No, we don't, because we need a little bit of space anyway for a maintenance post for all of this. So we'll just do it that way. No. We can tweak this stuff later if we want. So we've got that, and then a drama school. The drama school does not actually have much of a walk because the theatre's down there. It's kind of cool, the idea of having the drama school overlooking the theatre there, you know, and they move on down. But there's not really a good road access to it, so let's put it. And now this is just like awkward, right? Like it doesn't tile in anywhere nicely. Well, that's fine. We'll just have it there. Here's a weird thing about the theatre that I noticed while I was playing on my own. A really weird thing. I can guarantee you've never had this observation, nor will you hear anyone make this observation, but I'm going to give it to you. You see the face, the mask? It's smiling. You see this mask? It's sad, it's unhappy. Now, when we rotate our view, now it's the one on the left that's unhappy and the one on the right that's smiling. Whoa, isn't that insane? I actually think it's just that they mirror image the entire thing. Right? It's just reflected now. Even though we've only rotated a little bit, yeah, they just reflect it when you go to anything. Which makes the whole thing just look a little bit weird. But for some reason that caught my attention, that unhappy face there. And in your normal orientation, it never does. I don't know. Alright, there we go. So we got a culture district, which maybe is going to be somewhat close to elites one day or something. We don't have to worry about elites for ages. Treasury goal. Yeah, look, it wants... Mission 1 wants full townhouse. That's only just occurred to me, actually, that they want us... But, I mean, they give us everything we need for full townhouse. So here, I appear to have cocked up. Because we need 16 of each. Fleece is fine, though. Obviously, we can see that fleece is fine. Food is fine, fleece is fine. That means that we can put the last buildings in. And I guess we do it like this. See, I've kind of messed that up there. I'm sure I have. People will already eat too much? Well, yeah, but... Oh, yeah, what? So what? Oh, people already eat too much. I see. You're telling me that you're not going to be able to feed all of these people. But are you right about that? We support 2,300. And the population is blowing up right now before we even look at those. Alright, okay, to be fair, this is a mega block and population is exploding. Oh, you want 15 fleece? Okay, alright, this mission started us off. They buttered us up with all these tempting ideas that everyone was so nice and giving us all this stuff, and now they're just being incredibly demanding. Okay, those are wolves. Alright, let's see what happened with our rabble. Is it gone? Yeah, the rabble's gone because we replaced the palace. But we'll just let the watch posts do their thing for now. I like that setup anyway. Meanwhile, we've lost a boar node. We haven't lost it. We're using it for a different purpose. We're using it for aesthetics. So a bunch of other boar do live on the other island. They're up here. So we could turn this into... Oh, God, that guy just died. We could turn this into a hunting area as well. Don't have too much space. And they're going to have to walk quite far. Do you know what would be amazing? If we hunted from on this island. Oh, we can do that. Oh, but I'm going to have to get maintenance out to these bastards. Alright, whatever. Hunting lodge there. And a hunting lodge. Oh. Here. And then a hunting lodge. I don't know. Is this smart? I think it's fine. They'll have maintenance all the way up there, right? Oh no, that's a roadblock on that side of that. Yeah, but he comes down and he's standing right next to it right now already. Okay, good. So, and if we want that, then... I mean, we could have on-site. No. See, is there a way... if I move the water crossing to a different... I don't think so. Right, well, anyway, I love the fantasy of that there's a house, that there's a hunting lodge on the island in the middle. So, yeah, we're going to spend a whole maintenance post just on that. Money's finally doing okay, so we want to start importing bronze, importing marble, and importing sculpture. Ugh, that's a lot of things to import. Can I just verify now? Yeah, wow, the city's growing at an incredible rate right now. Let's be very, very sure about this. We can export marble, but we can't make marble here. There is no quarry, right? Yeah, there's no quarry here, so that's irrelevant for now. That's not even a thing. You don't buy pebbles and bring back marble, right? Or you don't buy mining rights and then turn it into marble. There's no reason you'd ever play with that. Fleece we can sell. The additional fleece. Armor we can sell. Bronze we can bring in. So we could do a Hephaestus-style situation. We cannot sell sculpture. Is there anyone else we can sell olive oil to? I don't know. Really, we're just going to make this area huge, I think. I think that's all it comes down to, guys. So let's get even more... Why am I clicking over there? Why am I clicking at sticks every time? Let's get some more trees in. And another row of trees. It's going to start looking a bit messy, but, you know, that's life, guys. We will keep this safe for whatever other expansion we want to deal with. In fact, there's boar right there as well, so we could employ even more people here in hunting lodges here. 3 more of those, plus maintenance. Okay, food should be fine, right? We just added a lot of extra meat to our diets. So they'll be good. Yeah, get in there, guys. Whoa, that's a lot of people. Salamis has money woes. You can have money, yeah. 500 drachma, I'm okay now, because I've actually started exporting things. But I need to be exporting much more. Grapevine is looking a little bit weak there now. This is good as well, because them killing the boar, locally killing these boar, is really good as well, because it means that the guys picking any things that we set up over here aren't going to be getting in trouble. And then let's do another block of grapevine. Oh, this is a bit sporadic over here. What the hell is that? Look, there's wolves in there again! And they're eating so many of them! Oh my god, that's horrendous. That wolf is just permanently in that pen, eating everything. Alright, okay, I know how we want to do this. We can either put the rabble on the field, or we can put the rabble in the pen. Let's do that. Let's put the rabble in the pen on special tactics. And, someone's gonna go in there and kill that wolf! What is this? He's eating them all! Of course, the watchpost guys won't go in there because there's no path in there. And I can't put path in there because he's actually killed all of them. How one wolf brought down a city. Here, guys, look at this. I can't put path in there because they do need meadow. Mycene regards us more highly. Thank you, Mycene. Look, now that we have a bit of excess cash, what we can do is say Doric columns to make these even again here. And this big pen over here. Oh no! Look, we have the new pen. Oh, whoa! Well, I suppose we didn't actually need that interior row. Oh, we do to keep the wolves out. We do to keep the wolves out. So Doric column along here. Oh, did that misclick happen? I'm not sure. But obviously, put the outside on before you take the inside off. And then sheep. So how do we want to mix these up? Here, look. These guys, they're gonna. Oh, we kind of would want a rabble in each one now. Now, I'm also wondering if rabble will throw stones. They will. Rabble throw stones through the pillars. So here's a funny thing. Apparently, Impressions have a quote somewhere where they suggest that rabble can throw rocks from one side of walls to the other. So the idea of city defense is you have your Ares forces or whatever out the front, your hoplites, your cavaliers out the front. Then you have a wall with towers and archers, and behind the wall you have the plebes, the commoners, throwing rocks and jeering from the other side. I think that's how it's supposed to work, you know, because I've been wondering where to station my forces on what side of walls and stuff. So I will try that as well in the next wall that we do. And by the way, I'm still keen on enlisting aid from like Amazonians or something. Look, he snuck in there now. But this is kind of cool. They're just like sniping them, you know. Here we get the best of both worlds. They're in the pen. And they're protected. This is really cool. I like this a lot. I've never done this with this game. All right, we gotta replace some sheep here. 7,000 drachma. Oh, the money is coming in. You can do some more in the bigger ones. There you go. Okay, more garden sheds to increase the size of the flock. That's fine. We have too many grapes, it seems. So we're just going to keep playing this by ear like this, and whenever we see that we have, you know, too much of one thing or whatever, we will we'll fix it up with the industry on the other side. So, wineries. 1, 2, 3. And we'll just see where that balance takes us. There are no olives in the bays. Do you know what would be horrifying if I put like storage up here and said it can accept olives? People would walk all the way through. This poor maintenance guy, he's so just walks out and gets slaughtered by wolves. I'm sure he does. Okay, yeah, and the rabble's protected. Yeah, snipe those wolves. This is nice. Like if I put actual walls down. By the way, I've noticed with my accent, I say the word wolves and the word walls very similarly. In fact, when I edit on like a high rate of listening back, I actually can't distinguish the difference. I'm hoping in context you guys know what I'm saying. Well, because we can sell these guys so much wine. Well, they're only 12. Since they only buy 12, let's only ever load 12 up. And same here, since they only buy 24, let's only load 24 up. And if we get a notification that they'll sell more, then fine. That they'll buy more, then fine. But otherwise, I want the rest of this to be in stockpiles for the city. Argos thinks less of us for something that we were supposed to have done. I don't know what register was going on. Now, accepting granaries for these hunters, possibly a good idea, not sure. I'll just verify that the block is working. Okay, here. Now, this one and this one. I'm sure we could squeeze a guy in there, just as we've done on that side. Let's try it and see what happens. Okay. Now, where are we? 244 unemployed people. Maybe we do import bronze and turn it into armor to sell it then. Right, who is selling the bronze then? Well, let's just check. Is it one of the existing trade partners? Yeah, it is. Miletos will give us bronze. Now, that means we could set it up all here as well, but this is a bit crazy, right? I like the island, but I want to use more of the map here. Now, here's it all earmarked for Poseidon. Here is now purely industry. This is actually not needed anymore. But that's like back of house industry. Anyway. Well, okay, here's the next question. Who buys the armor? Is it an existing trade partner? So they will buy wood off of us, which we can't make. They'll buy fleece, which we will... Oh, these guys are insane. Ethiopia are like the gods of this campaign. Look at this. Because we could sell them fleece. Do you think we can get away with it? I gotta try that. We could sell them the fleece as well. This is amazing. We've never seen this, guys. One trade boat is gonna come, and it's gonna take 3 different types of commodities all at once. I think that's a sign that we should expand our carding, though. Since all of this is just on 3-4 sheds at the moment. So, okay, so there are boar somewhere around here, which is a bit worrisome. So let's say Doric columns along here, along here, along here, and again we can be smart about this. Just because we've got a bit of money now, we don't have to be too crazy. You can do the sheds themselves as a part of the wall. And since this will be the ugly style of door, we will go with... Oh, but there's no meadow there. Oh, that's actually a big problem. Okay, but there's meadow there, so the wall's going to be on the other side then. So that's going to terminate, and that's fine, because we're at the edge of the map anyway. And it comes along like this. Oh, not all the way along like that. It comes along like this. What am I doing? That as well. The road has to come up the back. Ooh, I'm a little confused at the setup, but I'm sure it will figure it out if we just keep messing around here. So that's a part of the wall. Yeah, see. All right, okay, so here, look, I abandoned the top area because there wasn't really a good way of setting this up. I didn't want to extend the road and make this guy now have a choice and start messing up. So we're going in from the south. There's an olive tree there. There's not too much meadow in there, but another 4 carding sheds, maintenance. And, yeah, I just kind of had a really peaceful, quiet moment there, just setting those up. So we can put these guys in on various bits of meadow. And with that should be enough to export and get our people going. You know, I really thought the big thing here was going to be, like, how cool it is to have this amazing housing block. But the thing that's actually really started to strike me about this adventure is how cool our agriculture's gone. Like, look at this amazing agriculture area we have. Isn't it just awesome? It's probably not super efficient, but it's pretty goddamn fun to look at. I like it a lot. You know, reflecting back on this, the whole reason that this looks cool and is more, you know, over-designed than normal is because the wolves are there. I really feel like most meadows should have some wolves on them because it forces you to do fun and interesting things with your buildings instead of, you know, just dumping stuff around randomly, which isn't the most efficient, but will get you 90% of the way there. I've never played a custom adventure, but I hope that the community that's played a lot of this game sort of gets that. And they use this kind of thing. Put wolves, put boars, put hazards on the meadows so that people will create fences and pens and things. So, that maintenance post, yeah, and we still got a bit more room for expansion there. I think we're done on this section of the map, though. Salamis thinks less of us because we did not send the wine. And to be honest, that is beginning to be a thing that we could do. Ah, there you go. Look. And we got this set up nicely now as well. Yeah, where are the ships coming in from? Is this a good ship spot as well? Oh, don't tell me it's like the best spot. Oh, no, it's not. They're going all the way down. All the way down. Still, that's not bad.
It was a pleasure doing business with you.
And my Cine loves us.
Aeolus guides us home.
Oh, sorry, he was still talking. Someone guides you home? Yeah, I'm sure they will. Okay, there we still have too many grapes. So, let's get even more wineries. 1, 2, just 2 for now. Fire in the sea. Where? Okay, so this is the other thing. I think you can have the occasional... Oh, no. That's because these guys are on, like, the outer loop, which is always a bit weird. Okay, I'll tell you why the outer loop ones catch on fire, and you guys have seen them catch on fire on occasion. The reason is because they are only serviced for such... Oh my god, come on guys! Put it out! Let's go! Oh my god! Where's he going? Oh my god, he's going all the way around! Oh... This is unbelievable. Yeah, waddle on over, nice and slow. It's not like all these houses have crazy amounts of fleece and food in them, which I spent ages to produce. So this is good, though. Look, we're actually seeing a fire spread. Oh, and now he's going all the way around the other way. Oh, Hephaestus, save me. That was quite fun. I did like that. Okay, so the reason why is because they're only tagged for such a brief moment that... you know, their maintenance suffers, and now that we're on such an extreme design, like they're not fully fixed in that frame that they're tagged, basically, is the point I'm making. So we want to do it, we want to give them their own, but it's a small price to pay. An extra maintenance office, it's 5 employees. Each of these houses, fully evolved, is 80 residents. So, oh, I got a house, 2 houses, actually, as it is, for only 75 people. Sorry, 155 people. It's worth putting a maintenance post down if you're going to get 155 more jobs out of it. It's definitely worth it. The other thing I want to clarify is that this figure of 8 design I've got here is not the only way to build a figure of 8. You know, you can find other figure of 8s online that have slightly longer souths or whatever, and they'll be offset differently. I shaved this road in a little bit on the south. I think I've shaved it in a bit more than I needed to, which means that the houses are offset. So I've done a full-blown corner trick here that wants the outer road. There's another version of this where these corner houses don't need that. They have regular coverage. But I'm slightly different here. We've got rocks and stuff around as well. This probably explains why I can get that path up the hill on the opposite side as well. It's offset a bit. Okay, now, before Unrest starts, since we don't actually have a watch post in there, we could see, this is another thing you can do. You can have a watch post on the outer ring, the perimeter ring. We do need beautification there, so we've got to earmark a bit of space for it. But the watch post will tag, so the outer ring is like this. It won't tag the inner people, but it will keep the proportions good enough. And then it would come along like this. That, global unrest isn't that bad or whatever. Of course, the guards would never actually get in there to fight anyone that spawned, but you understand the idea. And I'd rather just have them jobs straight away. So this bronze thing, right? Oh my god, that was a long time ago we were talking about that. Where can we put bronze that would be cool? Now we're importing it from here. It's actually already there. I think they're going to take the bronze across the bridge, and they're going to work on the bronze. Not anywhere around here, because Poseidon. It can't be anywhere around here. Now, what's good or bad about this spot here? There's a road up to a meadow. I'll draw a little bit of that in. I mean, it's okay. And it's close-ish. So, let's do it. So, we go... but we can... Wow, we can't even make armor, because there's nothing in the military section right now. So I'm buying this bronze for sculptures. Can we make our own sculptures? We can make our own sculptures. All right, so let's set sculpture studios up here. 1, 2, 3. We can't sell these. These are purely just for Poseidon right now. So I don't want to do too many. But we will set them up. We will give them a storehouse. One that gets actually, they're both going to get bronze. We'll double the movement over here. And they will both accept sculptures. And when we see that that's full with sculptures and bronze and there's issues, we'll start employing more people for more stuff. And that's fine. Nothing else matters now. These guys will off-road. They'll move as fast as they possibly can, which is very good. It will stay maintained. And once the sculpture's made, it will just go straight into these bays. And we can use that for building the thing. Now we have 10,000 drachma. I think it's definitely time to start importing marble. Oh, and we buy marble from Ethiopia. Wow. So Ethiopian marble we're going to buy, and we're also going to stockpile that over here. So we will accept some marble. Actually, we'll get the marble from those guys. They'll probably want 2 storehouses worth of movement as well, frankly. So let's do that. Getting marble. We'll also have these guys getting wood. Any wood that we have, since that's for making it. And finally, we will have a artisans guild. Actually, since we have the employment, we'll put 2 artisans guilds down. And those guys will race to build the site as soon as we actually have it. So can we import marble from anyone else that would speed this along? So they sell fish and olive oil. They sell cheese and olive oil. Sparta sells marble and fleece. Spartan marble. They used to have a quarry, did they? Okay, so we'll buy some marble off of them. We'll stop selling the wood because we need to actually buy the wood now. Speaking of which, that's the last thing, right? Wheat, marble. So who will sell us wood? Ithaca will, and Ithaca is a trading post. So we can finally put our next trading post down here as well. This game's really weird, where I feel like there's a billion things. I could just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, right? There's so much that's going on. We could even sell bonus fleece to them. 12 of. Do you think they'll get it all the way over here? We could try. I'm going to keep this path disconnected for now, though, from the rest of the city. We could connect it by hooking the palace up here. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're done with the mission. Like, I genuinely think we're done now.
I am Poseidon. Worship me, and the sea will befriend you.
Well, okay, so we would give them olive oil, and they would all evolve to a townhouse. So we would have the treasury, we'd have the townhouse, we've been making the wine. And then we just need to put some wheat farms down with this last little bit of employment overhead. But in the meantime, first of all, though, I want to get Poseidon in. I'd even like to see... It would be cool to get both brothers, Poseidon and Hades in. Oh, also, you see I've got the wage rate at very high. A cool little tip I read on the forums. Housing for 80 people. Yeah, that will work itself out. Is that very early in an adventure, when there's only a handful of people that are working for you anyway, it's a really good idea to go to a high wage rate, because it's only a couple of drachmas. And yet, proportionally, that extra % of the workforce you get is massive. It's a really big deal if you're going to get like another 20 people to work for you, to get that initial food up, to get those initial maintenance posts running, like to get over that first time. So I think, honestly, if you're like going to meta game this, you're going to be really good at this game or whatever, the very first thing you should always do is bang the wage rate up on high, very high, straight away, every time. As for me, I think I'm fine. 100% of the population is being taxed, by the way. That's actually nice to see, because again, with the figure of 8, you might have been wondering, like, how well does this work? The maintenance guy is here in the center in the Agora. We know that he walks really far. That's fine. The tax office is in the center in the Agora, but he walks like a culture worker. He's in that middle space, so can he get it all? He seems to be. He's taxing everyone. This wants a little bit of appeal. So let's put the outer ring of park on, which may be relevant. Oh, and I double clicked. I should have just clicked on do, but I was clicking so fast. It just all fell apart. Build me a pyre to click my friends upon. This is I'm so happy looking at this. Do you know what this, guys, is? This is the cat's meow. Oh, we could do avenue there. No, we can't, because we put... I think that would be boulevard there, technically. I don't think it matters, actually, because we have benches dealing with this, and the side road is giving him his dummy connection to the world. Let's look at the appeal here. This is... So we managed to stave off the fisheries, and they're actually fine on the inside. Look, they're genuinely okay. So if anyone struggles, it's going to be these guys over here. And I suppose these guys over here as well are going to struggle. Yeah. But that's fine. We can put stuff back there. We could actually put a monument back there straight away. And I'm happy to use all this stuff up here. I don't know what we're going to do here. I would say we should do timber. More fisheries, but that's getting a bit excessive at that point, isn't it? There's really not anything needed. They're already hitting the top node. And food. We have plenty of food. We support 3,000 people. Well, we're not going to support 3,000 people with this next influx, so maybe we do fisheries all along this. How do we feel about that? That might be fun. At least the usable coast. It stops being usable coast here. The very furthest away fishery possible in Zeus is there. Oh, look, we get the triple. I love getting the triple. It's so rare. All right, so we can get 3 more. Maintenance guy... This is very efficient, what we have here, by the way. We have just the 2, and I think they'll make it. I think with just the 2... There you go, and he's even blocking off with that boulder there. That's real nice. I think with just the 2, they will sort all this out. He's going to come all the way down, and I would suspect he stops after this, probably. I don't think he makes it to this fishery. But this guy does make it to that fishery. So between the 2 of them, everything's all nice and set up. So there's some more fish, and they're all thinking, what are you doing? This is too much fish. But it's okay, because we have the granary. And that will just get stuffed full every time it empties out. And I don't think... there is value to doing a double granary setup, but we'll look at that later. Should we start with the wheat? The thing is, if I do the wheat, we're just done with the mission. Well, no, when I give the oil, we're done with the mission. But I don't want to end the mission giving the oil, because that might create some unforeseen instability moving into the next one. Okay, we got to buy wood. That was the other thing that I needed to do. No. We started buying wood, didn't we? Am I wrong? Yeah, buying wood. We could buy marble from them as well. We can really speed up the marble imports. Excellent. Buying marble, buying marble. Now this bay is a bit stuffed. They're getting bronze there. But that was only because I was trying to shift it over. So we can empty that. Actually, I don't want to accept anything here anymore. Sorry, guys. Only things we're selling can be accepted. So we're selling fleece. I will accept fleece here. If we're so full of fleece everywhere else in the city, fine. Run all the way over and give them fleece, because then that can go on that bay nearby. But otherwise, empty all this crap out, please. And, you know, there might be a mistake doing that with the fleece, because it might cause someone to go on a crazy cross-city trip that they weren't supposed to. Oh, wow, look, we're getting going here. We have got 62 marble. We got the money. Oh, we've beaten the mission. Gee, honestly, earlier when I was playing this, and I was thinking, oh, I can... When I'm live, or when I'm recording the video, you know, I do so many silly things. I just mess around, and I just, you know, I do things on a whim. The game must be so easy when you're playing it on your own, and this is going to be fine. And then I got in there, and it was hard. And here we are again, and now it seems easy again. So, Poseidon, I want him to hit fisheries. So we want lots of usable, valid coast. We're going to keep this coast up here because that's cool. But then I also want him to do horse ranches. Horse ranches want wheat. Wheat we're going to grow in this meadow. So, the furthest south is basically the best place to do it. We're going to put him here. Once that hunter moves. Yeah. Here. And there'll be horse ranches basically here. Yeah. Okay. And I'm tempted to put it up near the bend, but this is just beach anyway. Putting Poseidon to roam on the beach is very fun sounding, but you know. Alright, so once that guy moves... There you go, we just got to commit at some point. Oh, that's not upside down, is it? I don't think it is. I don't think it's upside down. If it's upside down, we're just going to have to live with it, guys. Alright, and then we give them a road connection for these artisans. They're going to go. They're going to go do it. Now, how much more unemployment have we got? Ooh, not much, actually. We need workers, so I'll put the wage rate back up a little bit. Shall we start distributing olive oil to the people? Let's see how this is. What are you full of there now? There are still spare olives, and there's still spare, grapes. So, an olive press, and one winery. Yeah, let's keep the wage rate up. Very high. There you go, a couple of unemployed people. Oh, your city needs... Why did we just snap all the way down here? Did I click that? I don't think so. Okay, and then that will give us a third Artisans Guild. And these guys are going to start putting that marble in quick. If the job vacancies go unfilled, services could suffer. That's fine, because we're going to go with olive oil now. And we're going to see how much this fully expands. We'll be all at Townhouse. We're going to build Poseidon real quick. Like, it's kind of weird how... We can make this work. Everything will look amazing and beautiful. It's just, it's very weird, you know, when disconnected things are... Look at that. They got the marble coming in, so I can't believe how well we've done this. Creating the holes for the sculptures, obviously. Sculptures that we ourselves made here in the town. Of course, the off-roaders have got a bit more... Oh, no, they just go around the south. And, what's going to happen is I'm going to kill these fisheries and replace them down on that south shore, where Poseidon will hit them and sanctify them. I only want these ones here just for fun. Because I think, let's use that part of the city. And I want probably like one or two here. I want this node to be fished. So that's those two. This node is being fished by this guy. Oh, wow, actually, the fisheries that we put here... Oh, no, there's some there. Okay, these fish are going to give up... We're going to get a lot of fish from that tiny little thing there. This is really good, guys, because if this is the hard, insane difficulty thing...
Traders will find travel to the city easy.
That the devs have been suggesting, then what is really, really great about this is that we can get a lot of money and sort a lot of stuff out early. And then we can hopefully coast. Then there's the question of Hades. Hades I want a cool spot for, too. Hades, so yeah, the thing is, he must have been sanctifying those mints before, because... The only silver ore on the map was at his mints. It would be really fun to put Hades, like... I don't know. What would be fun to do with Hades? We could put him with his brother. Wouldn't that be cool if they were next to each other? Look, they're even the same size as well. That's so... Oh, no. Oh, it would have been cool. It would have been great. Do we undo? This is why you save before you commit to things. I'm going to do it. I'm going to undo. We demolish the building. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to undo it. All right, here we go. We got to have the... Oh, we can pop it back in, I guess. All right, undo that. What have we done? My God. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. Full start. Full start. Okay, so. Hades... near the beach. The walkers are frustrating me. Hades there, right near the beach, yeah? Well, we'll move them one over so that there can be some road around the front. You need 37 slabs of marble. 21 marble. Can we buy marble from anyone else? Is there, like, shit tons of marble around? Ithaca sells marble. We're buying it already, though. Argos. Sparta sells marble, and we're buying it already. Lemnos sells fish. Troy buys marble, doesn't really do much. They're much like us, it seems. Oh, we're buying all the marble we can. Oh, but it's gonna be good, right? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be worth it, guys. So I have the two brothers there. I don't know whether Zeus comes into this later. Actually, oh no, I don't know. I might be getting confused. For the first time, our city's hit 3,000 residents. Well done, thank you. Let me check our food. Food is just about where it needs to be. Oh, I'm not watching it all evolve. See, like, the appeal loss, we're going to fix that in a second. Because these fisheries will go. 92 unemployed already. We're limited by marble imports with the construction of these two things. Let's pay lower wages then. There we go. Make us a little bit less popular. But the wages will return, guys. One day, they will return. 33 marble. Let me just recenter myself here. It's 37 for both of them. Hades is cheaper, but I guess because the whole idea of him is earn a bit of money, so. Gods attacking none. See this UI where it says gods attacking none, like it's a really persistent thing. Monsters attacking, I get that, but gods, it's so temporary. Sparta needs olive oil. I swear they have that scripted to only turn on the moment that we start distributing it to our own guys. Okay, Poseidon. Sorry. Hades first. Poseidon's going on the left because I want Poseidon to be near the wheat. So Hades was... So there's road there. So there. Okay, good. Now we're going to build both at once. Now we build up the marble for it, and we put Poseidon right next to him. Like that. Please tell me that goes green. It didn't go green. Is that because of this storehouse in the way? Oh, or just because we don't have the stuff, maybe? No, that storehouse is not in the way. I know it looks like it is from the art, but it's not. Must build on cleared land. This city can only support one sanctuary. Oh, so in the next episode we'll put Poseidon down? What other god can offer you a kraken? Okay, alright, okay. I guess we're doing Hades first. Which is fine, you know, little secret, Hades is my favourite, and I wish this game had a second expansion. The Hades expansion. Hades, master of the underworld. Oh, I want to see fan art, box art of that. That would be so cool. They never did it. Technically, if you look at the way impressions worked, they would release a game, and then the next year they'd do an expansion. So Pharaoh, right? Pharaoh had an expansion called Cleopatra. I don't really know anything about it. I'm guessing Emperor, which came after this, had an expansion as well. I'm not sure. But they all only had one expansion, so maybe Hades was never on the cards. Also, I guess Poseidon was the more natural fit because they could pick Atlantis, which is a really famous city, a well-known city, and it's a city-building series. I think the geography of the underworld and Chiron, is it, and whatever's going on there with Hades is less known. Writing about Atlantis must have seemed really fun. In fact, I think in the expansion they simulate a war between the Greeks and the Atlanteans, and you can play either side of it and stuff. And we are getting equipped, and we're even earning money while we do this, so it's all quite pleasant here for now. The fleece and the olive oil is fine. 190 unemployed people. We do got to keep finding jobs for them. If exports are roaring away at max speed, there's not much else I can do. We could employ them by creating more piers. Pier to Mycenae. Sorry, a pier to Argos, Troy, Lemnos, and Salamis. There's actually loads of piers we need to build. But loads of them. In fact, where am I? Oh, well, okay, they can come here, actually, the piers. Since these aren't going to be fisheries that Poseidon's going to enchant anyway. So, let's say a pier there. Let's say a pier there. A pier there. A pier there. A pier there, a pier there. I love it in these episodes where I just end up repeating the same thing over and over and over and over again. We can drop that. Ooh, do you know what I'm thinking? No, I was going to say that he can tick-tock and service the piers and then these guys. But as we all know, he needs to be at the end of the road. No questions asked anymore. And now we can just like sort of browse through at our leisure these. Do we want to buy anything else? Could buy extra olive oil for our people. We could start buying wheat in. Wait, buying wheat, produce wheat is what we need to do. So yeah, we could buy wheat. No, what's the point? We literally don't need it. We can't even make horses yet. I'd say let's put the horses near where Poseidon's going to be, but we can't do any of that. Sell wood, buy fish. Buy fish and olive oil. Sell, oh, we could sell a bit more fleece. It's really scary, isn't it? Because all of this is kind of, like, if this storehouse, we're done for if that breaks. You know, like, it's... In fact, let's fix that. Right, let's get rid of these two. Plus this. Now, I've got to be a little bit nervous about it. A little bit careful about this. Because... Get. Because he's obviously got a lot to maintain. I was just remarking on how long his road is. But yeah, we can do that. We can do that. By the way, guys, this series must have been uploading for quite a while now as the year's gone along. I hope everything's all good for you as it's been happening. I assume I'm in your routine at the moment. You're sitting down at the end of the night and watching this or whatever. Hopefully things are still as good as they were when they started. Here, look, we're mostly meat on that. Oh god, I just removed 2 things. Oh yeah, the other thing was a hunter's lodge. Which I only originally had to get to these boar that we no longer have any access to. They're cut off from Greece. They're called the rabble. We nearly have enough rabble to surround the palace now. But we'll do that anyway, just because why not. But later, once Poseidon is built, we're going to have triple strength fisheries. Or just generally double strength, and then when he sanctifies... Jesus, if they're already doubled, and then he quadruples later, that's mental. But that's going to be a while away now, actually. I now realise, because we're doing Hades first. Hades managed to cheat his way into our hearts here. And then the final thing is a trading post to Mycenae. I love this thing, this like mix of... We could sell fleece to them as well. All of this makes me think, let's do more carding sheds since we have the people to employ. You know what? This is a little bit like Tiryns. Salamis needs wine. But the thing is, the way that I've set everything up, we don't have any... Are these guys holding wine? 75%, they're holding 2 loads. This is like Tiryns, but done properly. Tiryns was all about fleece. And look at us here. We are all about fleece, but we're doing it well. So here, what I will do is I'm going to do... let's move the rabble... I mean, the rabble's done awesome here as well. Let's do another big pen. One single large pen like this. With carding sheds all along the wall. And I'm going to cut while I build it since the episode's getting a little bit longer now. I kind of tried to do like a double gatehouse type thing. As you can see, so we got 6 more carding sheds. Which isn't that excessive. And then we have 2 grapevine with the column on either side. If the columns were all connected, this would look a bit better, but... I mean, I suppose what I could do is I could shift the carding sheds to the other side of the road. So there, let's move that along like that. And then we say, 1 there, and then, well, whatever, we'll just do that. And then if we kill these 2, and then go back to our Doric column, do it quick before they can escape. That might look better. I don't know. It kind of does. What's important is that the guys are really close to the entrance, and they are here. They're close enough anyway. So off they go. And look, wow, they're already producing fleece that quick. So that means we can sell a little bit more, I guess. Let's go back over to our other place. Yeah, this is Tyrion's done well. Selling fleece. Selling fleece.
What other god can offer you?
And getting... oh, you don't want to get fleece, you just want to accept, and that is fine. And I'll accept more fleece here as well, just in case. It's weird, this area that we're building on right now very much feels like this is where everyone's houses would be. And for me, it's just like this messy, like nothing kind of place, you know? Right, now let's see. Population, housing for 100 people. 4 workers are needed. These guys have not evolved because of appeal, but they can very quickly, as long as I give them a monument. There's actually, weirdly enough, perfect space for a monument there. So let's give them the population monument. Population monuments, you know, if you want to treat monuments really specially, you might want to do population ones, because you're only ever going to get a limited number of them based on how much pop you've got, right? I don't know if you get one at every 1,000, or it's 1, 2, 5, 10, that kind of thing, I'm not sure. So those guys can evolve a little bit more, that gives us a bit more headway. Hades. They need marble, but none can be delivered. Perhaps the construction site isn't connected by a road. Well, it is. They're just... oh. We've made too much sculpture too quick, I think. It's the thing. Well, whatever. Let's do more storehouses. Not in that direction, though. Not in that direction, because Poseidon's meant to live there. So we're going to pull this road out like so. Oh, even while placing the path. And I assume while deleting the path, it seems to break. What I mean by that is pause. You know how the game pauses when we mouse around? While dragging the path out, that guy with the bull paused as well. I didn't realize even that was slowing the game down. So we do this with a roadblock so he doesn't go rotating the wrong way. Lemnos needs wine. I'm kind of making everyone angry with me, aren't I, by doing this? But hey. And then we'll bring the road up like this. Delete this. Oh, I do love these sections where I can just speed build, because I know everything I'm doing on the UI. Boom. 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 3 more. And I don't want crazy amounts of weird stuff here. What I really want is you guys to get marble. Get marble. That's the most important thing. Now, you can accept sculpture if you like, but I don't want to do too much. They don't have enough bronze. Yeah, because they can only make so many, because we can only buy so much. But there, yeah, so they're taking all this marble off of this bay here. They don't even have a very long walk. I like this. Oh, we're that close to be able to just connect it. But if we did that, okay, if we connected this road here and this road here, the guys that currently go sprinting off in this direction, they would now do the longest walk in this huge shape that you can imagine. Sparta thinks less of us since we didn't send the olive oil. Okay, we got to start being nice to people here. This is a bit rough. He's apathetic. Ugh, that's how it goes, isn't it? You upset people enough times, and that will be what it becomes. So we will give drachma 2 gifts of drachma. Next time I see someone's upset, I'll give them some drachma, since that's now within our means. 20,000's good as well for whatever's coming up, I think, especially with the mints from Hades. So let's scout out the area here a little bit. Hades is going to have some mints. Ooh, this was all the coast that Poseidon was meant to. So the way that this works is the highest appeal thing within 7 blocks of their temple is where they will spawn. So we could bait Hades over here and have mints over here. And bait Poseidon down here so he gets fisheries. And then we'll have a corner. All this is going to go, I think. And then Horse Ranch is basically exactly where this is all set up right now. And then wheat farms up here. I wonder how many wheat farms we need to hit this final goal. Do you think it's just like 1 farm? It might be, right? I don't know. Right, dare I super speed in the very first chapter of the adventure? It might be worthwhile, you know. I don't think we've got any problems. Let's save, actually. Aulis. Getting cash. The name Aulis really makes me think of, like, aurum, like isn't that the Greek Latin word for gold? I don't know. But that's what it's making me think of. And it's making me think of finances and money, and well, it seems fitting, doesn't it? If there's any more unemployed, there are. Every time there's unemployed now, I'm just going to put more artisans guilds. Oh, it's not there, though, because They won't get maintenance. It's 25 each time. So Lemnos needs wine. So Lemnos is going to be disappointed with me. So, the congenial... Well, look, I'm going to disappoint you with this wine. So just have some money. Just buy your own wine. Set up a trading post. Oh, look at this. They're going for it. I'm assuming a boat just came in. The best place to just watch the city...
What other god can offer you?
...is the trading base. I'm really happy with this. Look at this. So it looks like we have olives. So that means more olive presses are needed because olives are not being spent. Where's the maintenance for that? Okay, good. Yeah. Oh, he actually has two service points. This maintenance post probably isn't needed. Right, some more olives running. Oh my god, they're sprinting through. Look at that. They're bringing 4 loads straight away. They'll have the full stock instantly. Oh my god, how have we got so many olives? We actually have way more olives than we have wine, yet to me it looks like there's more grapevine established than olive trees. Am I wrong? Maybe it's just because visually the grapevine looks denser than the trees. Argos needs wine. So here, let's try this. He wants wine. So I click to stockpile the wine. We speed up. Lemnos thanks us for the money. We actually gave him all that cash. So we're no longer selling wine. Oh, but the problem is, if we're not selling it, we do need bays for it. And I could put bays here, but what I really want is I want wine near elite houses one day. Oh, this is too much. We're talking about so much stuff here. All right, you can accept wine there. You can accept wine there as well. I don't know what I'm doing here, really. Ithaca needs fleece. All right, you know what? Screw the stockpiling. Ithaca regards us more highly. We'll figure it out later. We'll figure it, because we can't do everything here.
What other god can offer you a
Argos needs wine. Yeah, guys, I know. I export a lot of wine, but really it is just an exportation industry here. Right, let's watch Hades get built. Employed. And look at this. No health issues. All very stable. Food is fine. Fleece is fine. Olive oil is
If
fine.
you worship me, traders will find travel to the
Theatre
city
is going
easy.
away. In fact, let's look at the culture tab here. Good philosophy, good athletics, drama, not bad. Damn, they just seem like they really care about that. Here we go. So here is Hades. Construction of the gates of Hades is complete. Awesome. As a reward, Hades has bequeathed to you silver from deep within the earth. He has also sent Cerberus to patrol your city streets. I forgot about that. We get Cerberus. Cerberus, do you want to go kill those other wolves? I know you are a wolf, but hey. Right, dispatch the fleece. Now, all right, so here we go. The final little thing now. We will, we have mints. So if we want Hades to bless some mints, let's say 1 mint, 2, and they're 300 each. I don't know how many mints it's going to take to fully exhaust all of these rocks. City needs more workers. That's fine, because I've got a couple of houses I can evolve. Now, they don't actually technically have maintenance, so we'll give them that. And are they within 7 blocks? Right, let's see if this works. Let's put a happiness monument near the mints. Ready? So he does technically have a road down here. But what I want to see is that, like, so what is 7? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it might be a bit close. 1, 2. Oh my god, the mouse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's not close enough. There, that's very appealing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's not that near the monument, but it is appealing. Oh god, he might go up there. Oh no, he's so going to go up there, isn't he? Oh, you bastard. Well, we could get rid of that. Oh no, don't go up there, Hades. No, I want you to go. Well, hold on, why don't we just put the mints back there then? Yeah, screw it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, everyone. We've wasted a monument. We'll do something with that monument one day. I don't know. Because Hades is so going to come out here, right? In fact, we could just have all along here now. Well, I don't want the mints too close to the houses either, so that's important. Oh, look, there are only mints on... There's only drachma on the front. I guess, Hephaestus gives you 4 nodes. Hades only gives you 2. Right, so we'll go mint. Mint. But, oh. What we want is... let's count here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, he won't reach. So we could do this. So these are going to be the most beautiful squares, right? Because they're near the monument and they're within 7. And he's going to spawn here. He has nowhere else to roam. Right, when it says the most beautiful, does it mean like even if it exceeds that's an extremely beautiful square and it's near him, right? And then we'll have the road. So this is all going to be to Poseidon down here anyway. And then we'll put a mint here and here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mints. After that, if you'd like to go visit the town, you're more than welcome to. And we'll put maintenance on the opposite side. All right. He's currently off-roaded it. Also, this road isn't even needed now. Okay. And so we cannot support another... Lemnos thinks less of us, that's fine. So we can't support another thing. But once those guys move, I'm 90% confident Poseidon will go there. Ugh, they're going to be mining that and making that annoying. In fact, I'm going to make their life hell when they want... Oh, no, he's doing it. He already sanctified 2. A gift of fish. Do we need that? Ooh. It would appear that our granary's a little bit more empty than normal right now. Is that because we gave food away? Let me have a look here. Just enough. Population is not shrinking. Move him along there. I've got to stop playing this game. What is wrong with me? I need to stop playing. All right, look. Okay, let's get these wheat farms going. Okay, wheat farms. This is just nuts. So I don't know how many it takes to hit the goal in 1 year. Poof, we could put them anywhere. Look at this. This is just... All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wheat farms. I'm sure that's fine. Well, I'm not sure. We'll do 5 wheat farms. How many employees do we need? 89. I'll bump the wage rate up a bit. And then we'll say 1, 2, 3 with a storage bay for now. Down here. Accepting all of their wheat. And that could be far away, because to say it for the 5th time, since they only harvest once per year, they have got ample opportunity to get there without there being a bottleneck. So, wheat farm, maintenance office, a little bit frustrating, because we can't go on the other side of the road, but there you go. Okay, so they'll make the wheat. That's going to finish the whole mission. Let's save. All this complete. I can't believe we spent so long talking about Poseidon and we've not made Poseidon, but we will, guys. So yeah, he is sanctified. I want to see this in action now, though. I want to see Hades appear in the town on that spot, that pretty little spot that we've made for him. I mean, I will boulevard that. I will, I will make it look as gorgeous as you can imagine. Look, we'll put some park in front of it. I don't actually have much choice for how we beautify it just yet. But we'll put some park there. See appeal. Look at that. Very appealing. Somewhat appealing. That's only some... This is good, Hades. This is real good. And I don't think it has to be connected to you. In fact, he has no path at all. Oh, warning. This building needs access to a road. Okay. So here's the question. Do we put dummy road on or do we connect this lovely bay? Like this. Now, you might have wondered... Can that break? Actually, it can. And I'll show you something cool about that later. Because they break in very interesting ways. It's now no longer like a little teleportation platform, which is what I really liked about it before. But it is pretty good. So Doric column there. Okay, Hades, you have a building. It lacks a few priests. No sacrifices can be conducted. Oh yeah, they're going to be sacrificing our livestock. The wage rate's already very high. 77 workers needed. Okay, so let's evolve some of these guys. They want it to be more appealing. I will give you all... Oh, there you go. He's there. Yes. Oh, and then he goes into the town. Oh, he sanctified them all. We could do the U as well so that he hits them all. How much money are we making now? Okay, so we got to beautify these guys here. Let's do it with Doric. We've been mad on the Doric columns lately, haven't we? Actually, hold on. We have another monument here. Now, we could put the monument right up against them and wrap the road around, and that is what I'm going to do, actually, because there's that guy on the inside that might want a little bit more. So there we go. So we do that. There we go. And then this guy wants to evolve as well, because they haven't got their, like, park. You'll see, by the way, how little they actually need. We're on the hardest difficulty, the most pressure for appeal, and all I've done, really, is boulevard, the occasional bench. There's no gazebos, no fish gardens. Look at that. A single bit of park in their back gardens, and they've evolved. But this is pretty min-maxed in terms of, like, using the minimum amount of stuff. Like, look at these guys. They live near boars and stuff, and they really don't care. They're all fully happy to evolve. Even these guys on the inside are fully happy to evolve. You know, there's a lot of designs out there that use just crazy amounts of appeal, and they don't need it. And just speed this along until we get the wheat. And we'll see how this continues to develop. Next time, I believe that on episode 2, we'll immediately be allowed to put a next sanctuary down. And that'll be Poseidon straight away. Shift some fish around, see where the story takes us. I assume war will break out. Some of these people who liked us a lot will be mad at us. Best is 27. Oh, are you serious? So hold on, I actually, that's not enough. Or is it just because...
What other god can offer you a kraken?
It might be just because it polled at the wrong month. But on the other hand, we're in a position where we can make more farms. Your city needs more workers. Yeah, but not many. We don't need many more workers, do we? Yeah, 100? They can work this out. We can spread a little bit thin. Some buildings can lose some employees in order to do this. This is no big deal. There we go. Hopefully that doesn't create a fire. Alright, so next year, the wheat should be good. There it is. We produced a ton of sheaves of wheat there. Best is 54. No, keep going. What about all these ones back here? Look, they got nowhere even to take it. Oh, can we sell the wheat as well? Please tell me I can do something with all this. No, I can't do anything with it. Come on, guys, harvest that wheat. They should all harvest at the same time, right? Maintenance. That's a lot more jobs just so that you can store all this stuff that I don't need. Look at that. They instantly filled it up. Best is 54. We need 64. This is crazy. Oh my god. Okay, this is now getting really broken. Okay, hold on. I'm loading because we just went from 30,000 drachma to 60,000 drachma and several in a very short space of time. And we built all of these extra storehouses for the simple reason that we didn't bomb out enough wheat farms immediately. So I'm going to do that now. I honestly didn't think that it was that crazy of a goal, but it actually looks kind of epic. So we will build a long, winding road. No, I'm not going to sing it. I'm not going to sing that, but I know you want to hear it. So why don't you sing it? Why don't you do that? All right. You do that for me. Okay, hold on, actually. We can put that there. Ooh, 2 maintenance posts, bros, right next to each other like that. Okay, and then I'm going to do a whole other row. Because the thing is, I don't want to have genuinely hundreds of wheat with nothing to do with it. Eventually, yeah, I'll give it to some horses. Maybe people might eat a little bit of it, maybe. But we can't export it or anything. I can't believe they've made that mission goal so crazy. Look at this! But this is what they want. So, save adventure, proceed, save. Okay, go. So with that, we will get the 64 in 1 year.
Aulis is well on its way to becoming one of the greatest cities in all of Greece. Yet there is a hint of trouble in the air. Helen has chosen to wed King Menelaus of Sparta, and the happy couple have settled into their home. While everything seems to be exactly as it should be, word around Greece is that Helen might not be safe.
Oh, what is going on with Helen? To be honest, guys, I don't know exactly. I'm going to go watch the movie now. So there you have it. That is the Oath complete. Really rocky start. Once you found your feet, though, oh boy, we got 40,000 drachma. We got a god already. Join me next time where we will finally see Poseidon. We will see the Kraken and figure out what the next goals are. I'm excited to keep going with this, but we will probably delete some of those wheat farms. Thanks, guys. See you soon.
With my blessing, browns will more easily bend to the will of the workers. Talos is performing well. Look how frightened the enemy is.
Why won't you worship me? It's because of my legs, isn't it? A lame immortal still has more power than you can imagine.
So yeah, there's the Hephaestus legs dialogue that I've been referring to. I don't actually know what's wrong with his legs. Is this something about the way he's drawn in Engine? Is it a part of his mythology? I'm clueless.